This is Genesis 19, verses 9 through 11. Verse 9, and they said, stand back. Then they said, this one came to stay here, and he keeps acting as a judge. Now we will deal worse with you than with them. So they pressed hard against the man Lot and came near to break down the door. But the men reached out their hands and pulled Lot into the house with them and shut the door. And they struck the men who were at the doorway of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they became weary trying to find the door. Lot was in a pickle. He was a fallible man, but he was also a righteous man. This is seen in the words of Peter in the New Testament. Here's what Peter says. For if God did not spare the angels who sinned, but cast them down to hell and delivered them into chains of darkness to be reserved for judgment, and did not spare the ancient world, but saved Noah, one of 8 people, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood on the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them to destruction, making them an example to those who afterward would live ungodly, and delivered righteous Lot, who was oppressed by the filthy conduct of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them tormented his righteous soul from day to day by seeing and hearing their lawless deeds. Then the Lord knows how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust under punishment for the day of judgment. So we see that despite his failings, he was a righteous man. It is a biblical axiom, however, that righteousness stems not from man, but from God. Therefore, he is used as a picture of those who are in the Lord's church. They are deemed righteous by God because of the work of Christ, not because we are inherently righteous. Just look around at those in the church and then go home and look in the mirror too, and you will see that this is true. Just as Lot was tormented in his righteous soul because of the depravity of the world around him, so we should be tormented at the horrendous depravity around us. The pattern of the past is seen again in today's cesspool of wickedness. 1 week's prophecy update is enough to show anyone with even a modicum of morals that we are ripe for judgment. For those whose hope is not in this world, we have the same hope of an open door before us as that which John saw so long ago. Here's what it says in Revelation 4, verse 1. After these things I looked, and behold, a door standing open in heaven. John saw a door, and Lot was pulled through a door. Let's look again at the verses about him and see not only what literally happened to him, but what they are picturing for us.